Hi, it's Kathy with Quality Coach Kathy, and I am here on Valentine's Day 2018 with a quick tap along video. So these are most effective when you, and you know who you are, because I've likely sent this to you, do the tapping with me. That's why I call it a tap along. Okay. So it takes a little something. Maybe you need to shut some things down or put your phone on mute. Go ahead and do that. This is going to be a good couple minutes that you're going to feel better after doing. It's going to give you a real experience of the power of tapping and emotional freedom technique. You're going to get to know me, which is going to be fun for you because it already is, right? And we're going to do a little bit of theme. So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you to think for a moment, because this is what we're going to tap on. What we're going to tap along with is meeting, appointment, presentation, the build up leading to a date, time, event in the future that you are anticipating. Okay. So take a moment, kind of think about that. And I have someone in mind who has a very specific meeting that they are preparing for. And everyone can relate to this. Maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe it's a birth. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe it is a big time contract that is going to be discussed and finalized. Maybe it is a sales presentation or a pitch or an event. Okay. So by now, I'm sure you have one. So take a moment and get a breath. Okay. And start to sense into yourself, give yourself an idea of when I think of a meeting, of an appointment, specific or general, what does it feel like? What are the emotions that kind of flare up, move through quickly without your even thinking about preparing for something with pressure, a deadline, right? So get an idea of that sort of intensity, and then also get an idea of how much past might be right there with you. Like, well, when I think of meetings, I think of a wedding. Like that was something that I felt a big anticipation for in some way, and many people might. I've also experienced sales pitches, like trying to prove yourself in some way, okay? And I have passed around that. You have passed around that. So you can't help but have this past future experience. Now that you have a little bit of a frame around the theme, meetings, appointments, specific or general, and you have taken a moment to bring awareness or the questioning part of this process to what's it feel like? What's it remind me of? What are the emotions? What are the associations or past while I think about this? And what is the self-talk? All right. So what, you think, oh gosh, I dread that. Or I really want it to be over with, or I can't wait for it to go well. Or maybe I'll make a mistake. So all of those kinds of things. Now, what happens when we think about this and take a breath, because that's something really important to say. That was a lot, right? The past and the future, and the emotions, self-talk, and surge of awareness. Now, what that does is it's there all the time. It happens so fast. That's why it feels like we turn up the intensity on it, because we pay attention to it when we're doing tapping. And yeah, that does highlight the intensity of it. And we do that so we can see what's running in the background. And when we have something like this and we're going about the activity to prepare for it, that's all there in the activity of it, in the thoughts and feelings of progressing. And what happens are two things get kind of cluttered. I want to consider it a cluttering. So when you have this anxiety, anticipation, concern, worry, you clutter up the present moment, right? So in the moment, as you're progressing, there's that tension, and you can even palpate it, name it, and scale it. But then there's also what happens when you arrive in that moment, in the actual meeting of the time. It gets a little cluttered with all of this future pacing, all of this worry that you casted into those moments. And the truth is that life happens in moments, in the now moment, in the now moment. And the more we practice, and this is really important, the more we practice the now awareness and having it be clear now, having it be calm now, the more powerful we are in every moment. The challenge with this, can't you just get to the clear part without looking at the baggage that's there? Well, no, you can't. So we got to look at the, I'm worried it's not going to work out. What if I say something wrong? I feel so much tension about this meeting or appointment. So that's what I want you to think about. And that's what we're going to tap down so that we have more and more automatic place of anticipation as enthusiasm, excitement, ready moment, present moment awareness. And that will begin with our now preparation leading up to a meeting, an appointment, a job interview, an experience, an anticipated event in the future, which you can only get to when you're there anyway, right? So take it all. We're going to do just start with the tapping points of the eyebrow center. So there it is. There's my appointment. There's my meeting. There's the contract that I want signed. There's my sales pitch. There's the anticipated event. And I really feel all of it now. Keep moving through the tapping points at your leisure. Tap along. It doesn't work if you don't do it. Let me turn this other cell phone off. I think it's just frozen. I just froze. I kind of like the double screen, but it is kind of not working right. There's my smoochy face instead. Let's start again. Maybe it's a really big deal. In fact, I know it's a really big deal. I have been working towards this, thinking about this. It is affecting me right now. There's so much to do. I want to get it right. What if I say the wrong thing? How is it going to go? And I, tapping under the arm, feel it right now. it's this worry. It's anticipation anxiety. It's anxiety. And I really feel it. It's like I'm using my imagination in the wrong direction and I can't stop it. I feel like I'm just holding it at bay. It's in the background because I've messed up before, right? It hasn't gone well in the past. And I feel that. There was a time when, like, could have been the first day of kindergarten for all I know, how scary it is to not know how it's going to go. And I've just learned to try to think it through and control it. But that doesn't work either. All of this worry, all of this anticipation, rehearsing for the fallout. I can really feel the fear of that. Going to the worst case scenario and not even realizing I'm thinking that until I'm totally stressed out and I'm not sleeping because of it. And maybe it's really affecting me. It's in the future and I'm right here. I'm right here, right now. And maybe I can just open up to a moment's awareness right here about a meeting, an appointment, something in the future, something anticipated that I can't control now. Maybe I can become a little quieter about it. A meeting, contract, the anticipated event. It's gonna happen. It's planned. And maybe if I'm okay right now, that'll help how it goes then. Under the arm, crown of the head. Part of me doesn't believe that. Part of me really thinks I need to map it out, plan, and prepare. Aren't I right about that? Doesn't it help? It has helped me. So I should be prepared. I like being prepared. It feels great to be prepared. And it has helped me, but the worry doesn't help me. And maybe I can connect appointment, meeting, contract, sales pitch. Maybe I can connect future anticipated event with being prepared confidently, simply, and just feel prepared now. No, there's too much to do. I can't feel prepared now. What if I say the wrong thing? I got to rehearse. Whoops. I just rehearsed saying the wrong thing. I'm going to be open to it going really well. I'm going to bring some acceptance and forgiveness to my past. I'm going to bring some forgiveness to my future of how it could go. And I'm going to get more present in the moment right now. Appointment, meeting, contract, anticipated event. I'm going to feel more calm right now, more prepared and okay right now, thinking about all of that. For my highest good. For my highest good. for the way the meeting could go, for the way it could actually go. I'll let go of some of that stress right now. That feels good. Keep breathing. We're tapping it. Tap along. Right? Think about that anticipated future, and just say, well, right now, I'm open. I feel good right now. Breathe. And thinking about that feels better and better. Okay? And we're gonna complete with 3 rounds of yes. So take a nice deep breath. We're gonna push our arms up and go yes, 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 yes. Do it again. Yes, yes, yes. Okay? Breathe. Breathe it out. Breathe. So right here, right now is your power, is your breath. Thinking about the future now, go confidently into the preparatory activity and the fun of being present right now. And keep it clear. This is Kathy. Talk to you later. Thanks for tapping along.